Yes, big man.
Hey!
How's it going, bro? You good?
Yeah, it's good. You too?
Good. Yeah, very good. Thank you, my man.
Yeah. I really has looking forward to this a lot.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. I've been looking forward to it days.
Yeah.
You just finished legs, right? I saw in your story you were hack squatting.
Yeah.
Pretty
Recently, like 2 hours ago, so I'm pretty fucked.
absolutely put in a hole. That's how it should
Yeah. I have a competition let's see here. It's in May.
be.
So I have a lot of work to do. It's my debut as well, so
Nice. What class are you competing in?
I'm going to do classic novice.
Yeah, I love that. Love that.
So
Classic, Classic's
I
always in my heart, but I can't fit to the weight cap anymore, so I gotta play with the big boys.
yeah, okay, but what's the weight cap in your? How tall are you?
5'9", mate. I'm short. I'm a midget.
5'9". How much centimeter is that?
100 and I think 175.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So
I,
class.
I I'm a tall dude. I'm 190 centimeters.
So I put you class D.
Yeah, so I have a big frame to fill out.
Loads of size to add on there.
Yeah. you Actually you can see that as a problem or a good thing, I
Yeah.
think. So
I think
uh
when it's your debut, like you don't want to fixate too much on the weight cap. It's just bring in your best look,
yeah,
but you also got so much potential to fill that weight cap to progress forward over the years. So it's about putting the size on in the right place. As we know, classic isn't a size game. It's a structure and shape thing as well. So we always want to make sure when we're growing into that class, we're keeping those lines aesthetic and in line with the classic criteria. Like you see too many people blow out their midsection,
yeah,
and it just completely distracts from the shape.
yeah, yeah. My trainer Zach,
Yeah,
he's very cautious about like, do you have any problem with your stomach? Is it okay with the food? Always like asking these questions. So I think it's because he wants my midsection to keep like tight.
100%.
Yeah,
It, it's the focus of the midsection control, but then also like if we're not digesting food, we're not going to be progressing as well as we possibly could as well. So for me, that's a big question I always ask a lot of my clients is that how do you feel throughout the day? How do you feel after meals? You know, are we feeling bloated? Are we feeling distended? Because it's such an important role into how our body's utilizing the food that we've got going in as well.
yeah, yeah. That's a good point because if you eat like if you eat shit all the time, and then you know, like when you go to the gym, you feel this bloated feeling, and
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
Nope. Make
No.
you feel slow, sluggish, and shit.
Yeah. All right. Is your name Brad or is it Bradley?
It's actually Bradley, but only when I'm in
Yeah.
trouble. So most people call
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, my name is Andreas,
Yep.
but uh, usually I'm called Andreas when like you say, when I've done something bad.
Yep.
Uh, the other times I like to be called my nickname Andy.
Andy. Cool.
Yeah,
That's all me, buddy. It's
but
all.
my wife always says Andreas or
Yeah.
honey, so it's like I don't know if that's good or bad.
Bro, I can call you honey if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, uh, you competed in Sweden, your last competition.
Yeah. That was the
Uh,
first time I competed out there. I've been out to the last 3 years, but I've always had clients competing. But
yeah.
this was my first year doing the show.
Yeah. What did you think about the competition
Uh,
in like the
love
whole?
it.
Love
Absolutely
it.
love it. I
Yeah.
first went out there, I want to say it was 2022 or 2023. And I had a client competing in figure. And the moment I turned up at the venue, like even just for registration, I was like, this is what bodybuilding is all about.
Yeah.
Like it's for the athlete, the atmosphere, the environment, everything about it was just a bodybuilder's dream.
Yeah.
And like since that first show that I did with the client, I said, if I get an opportunity to make it out there with other clients, I will go every year. And then this year was my first year doing it with my partner. She competed there last year, and then this year, we've always wanted to compete together, but our kind of seasons never really aligned. Um, and she started her prep uh, just after Christmas, and
Yeah.
Sweden was always one of the planned shows. And I was kind of like deep in my off season, but appetite started to drop down. And then
Yeah.
it was a joke. I was like, "Fuck it, should we just do a prep together, and I'll see what I could do in like 10 weeks."
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up being a 10 week prep, and Sweden was the last show of the season, which it turned out a lot better than what I ever anticipated, to be honest.
Yeah. But did you do classic or was it open?
Open heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year was my last year as classic. I
Yeah.
struggled to make the weight cap then, and I just had to pull down so rapidly that I just had to sacrifice so much size. And then for the amount of food that I have to eat, trying to load back up afterwards after weigh-ins is just almost impossible. So I decided to move up to open.
Yeah.
Um, and then Will and Johan agreed that I was more bodybuilding than classic. And the prep was just so easy. Like there wasn't a single difficult thing about it. Like calories didn't go below 4,500. Um, cardio, I think topped at like half an hour. That was it. And it was just a breeze.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nothing.
Exactly. I think
Yeah.
I weighed in at registration. I think I was around just under 100 kilos. And my last weigh in the previous year, I was 89 because my weight cap was at 91. So a good solid amount of size put on in a very short period of time because I competed
Yeah.
in July 2024. And then obviously Sweden was my next show after that. So it was quite a short off season, to be fair.
Yeah. But you've how long have you been working with Johan and William?
Oh man, a good while now. It's less than a year, but I'd
Yeah.
say we're probably getting close to around a yearish now. I think
Yeah.
maybe a bit
Uh,
more. It feels like
should
a lot
you?
because I've known them for so long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you were friends with them before you started working with them.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
uh, I met Johan and Eva the first year I went out to Sweden, and that's when we became friends. And then just over the years, just conversations when I was out in Sweden, just meeting up with them. I've done a trip out there where we spent a good time training together as well. So yeah, I've known them for a good time, like very, very good friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my impression as well when I see the post Johan and William makes. That you're really good friends as well.
We work very well together in terms of just like mindset and focus.
Yeah,
Like I think one of the most important things within like a coaching relationship is as coaches, we all kind of do the same thing.
yeah,
Like good coaches anyway. But it's more of a personality thing where you want to gel and align with the personality, the beliefs, the processes that they do. And I feel that Will and Johan, like all three of us align perfectly. We're very similar in mindsets, very similar in approaches.
yeah,
Even like outside of bodybuilding, like our own personal enjoyments are all very, very aligned. So it was like as soon as we started talking, it was like I'd known these people for years.
yeah. It's good that you mentioned that part because I think when you're starting this journey and you want to start with bodybuilding, I talked a lot with other guests about that when you're going to pick a coach. And the one thing all people is like, I don't know which coach I'm going to pick, and yeah, that process.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think it's a good point you made there. It's more about the personality and the connection for start.
Mm.
That makes a good coach and client relationship.
it, I think it's essential because there's periods within a prep where you're going to need to confide in that person, and that person is going to have to understand you as a person as well. Like, I think one of my downfalls as an athlete, well, one of my downfalls as a person, my missus would say this as well, is I'm not very good at talking about stuff. I would always just internalize it. I'll just get on with it. I'll just deal with it. And
Mm,
I always said, like, the next coach that I was going to have, I need to be better at communication and just say, right, I'm feeling this or I'm thinking this and just
mm,
open. But with those guys, like I can have a conversation and be like, oh yeah, do you know what? Like sex drive's non-existent, like nothing's fucking working, man. Like
yeah,
little things like that. You can just have open conversations and you know it's going to be listened to and heard and you just feel comfortable sharing that. Like saying when someone's doing a prep for the first time, they're going to be having all these questions, all these doubts, all these worries, all these concerns. If they hold on to that, it's going to make their time a lot worse. So they
yeah,
need to be able to feel comfortable with their coach to say, look, is it normal to think this? Is it normal to feel this? And it just puts their mind at rest, just knowing that they have that reassurance there.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. I think that's a really good point to really have in consideration when you're starting this journey. I remember when I was starting out and I was looking like on Instagram, and I knew a bit coaches uh, back then, but I was not sure who I was going to pick.
Yeah,
So I wrote to like I think it was 5 different coaches, and just like feeling the vibe.
yeah,
What's the answer when I ask this question? And like, so from the first 5, it came down to 2, and then the last thing that made my decision easier was just the personal connection. I felt more drawn to the other one.
I think it's such an important part. But yeah, as you've mentioned, most people will do a little bit of shopping online first. They'll
Yeah,
watch people, they'll ask people questions, they'll learn from people. I think I'm not sure if it's the same for you guys in Sweden, but something that I see quite a lot in the UK is that people will try and pick a coach based on their like reputation. They'll always want to go for the biggest name coach, the highest
yeah,
level of reputation,
yeah,
which I can understand the mindset about it, but that coach might not align with what you like to do. So, say for a coach, if this coach is constantly putting out education on reverse bands or cuffs, but you don't like doing reverse bands or cuffs, they're probably not a good coach for you.
yeah,
Or if they're a coach that is always saying that an AI is a bad idea and we want to just use DHT, but you want to explore different avenues and you want to be a little bit more experimental with drugs, again, they're probably not going to be the right coach for you because they're not going to be open to those ideas. I think we not only have to
yeah,
match our personalities and that connection, but also your level of enjoyment. Like, I'm a bit of a meathead. I love to just train hard and aggressive. So I don't really want to go with someone that wants me training reps in reserve because it doesn't suit my style of training or my enjoyment of
yeah.
training.
That's a really good point, actually. Um, that's a really good point because I think in here in Sweden, I think that a lot of athletes starting out is doing just that. They are choosing because okay, I see this person here. He has worked with hundreds and hundreds of clients,
Mm.
and looking at the results, and they don't know what's behind that result. They're just looking at okay, he got this person from this point to this point, but they don't know the health cost or all that aspects.
It's also another thing you have to take into consideration with those higher level coaches. They've probably got hundreds of clients.
Yeah,
Might only see 20% of the clients that they post. You don't
yeah,
see 75. are everybody making the same level of progress, or is it just the good ones, the ones
Yeah.
that put the attention into, or the genetic elite that could probably coach themselves, eat shit, and still look fucking great?
Yeah. Exactly.
I take into account, like,
Yeah.
I've always loved, and especially with my own coaching, like, I love when a first timer comes to me with no expectations, no previous experience. And I've gone, okay, this is our start point here. Now this is our start point 12 months, our finishing point 12 months later. That kind of a transformation for me is, they're the things that I love. I love seeing that,
Yeah.
like taking somebody from just general population and putting them on stage and they're like, fuck me, I never realized I could be that good.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's the coach transformations that I love to see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the cool part of the sport, I think. When you have like a person that's uh, a beginner
Mhm.
from start, and you make them a good athlete in, yeah, in like 1 or 2 years. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's how me and my missus met. Like,
Yeah.
she used to do classes, circuit classes, did a little bit of running, never actually stepped foot in a gym. And it wasn't until I started coaching her. So I've coached her now for 3 years, and she went from absolutely no background to now knocking on the door for a pro card. So
Yeah.
that, to me, that's probably one of my greatest like coaching achievements, is taking her through that process. And
Yeah.
yeah, she's fucking undeniable. She's going to be
Yeah.
very, very good. Very good.
She's competing in bikini.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She could probably do figure because
Yeah.
she's like that, but she would have to change her training style. She doesn't want to lose her femininity. She
Yeah.
doesn't push the drugs as hard as what she would need to do it. So she loves bikini, and that's where she wants to stay.
Yeah. And that's also a good point. When you're working with females, you it's a whole other coaching aspect when it comes to how much they are willing
Hmm.
to do or not do.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
for us, like, okay, we've got our risks, but it's pretty easy to fix. We're
Yeah.
not really any like life-changing complications that can really take place. For females, it's a whole different ball game. Like,
Yeah.
you can't fuck around with that.
No. No. It's good, and also it's good to have a coach that can work with that. If you have a female who doesn't want to do things, you have to try to work around it, and like, okay, we have another what's the English word? Um, we have
Alternative.
to, yeah, we have to work with other alternatives. So it's a really good point. I think it's good for the women here in Sweden to
Yeah.
hear that.
I think it's a coach's job, in my opinion, is to get the clients results that they want. But it's our responsibility to do that in the safest and most effective way possible.
Yeah.
If a client comes to me and says, I don't give a fuck about my health, I don't give a fuck about my femininity, this is my goal, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool, I'm going to spell it out to you. Like, this is what's going to happen. And we're still going to try and do this the safest way possible. But if I went against them, they're probably going to end up doing it behind my back. So
Yeah.
for me, I've always found, right, let's just be transparent with each other. Let's be honest with each other. You tell me what you're doing and what you're willing to do, and we'll do this the safest way possible.
Yeah.
Because I have had females come to me in the past running cycles that would just blow your mind. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, what makes you think that we need to do this?
Yeah.
I read it online, or my boyfriend told me. I was just like, get rid of him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think that's I know Johan and William talk about that part in one of their episodes way back.
mhm,
Like this, it has been usual in Sweden that the females are like taking advice from their boyfriends who are competing,
yeah,
uh, but they don't understand really the backbone of it. What's
no,
going to happen with me when you're finished with this and all those points. So, but I think Sweden is moving in a better direction now. than before. And Johan and William and some other coaches is a big part of that.
I think it's our responsibility. Like we
Yeah,
love sport. We educate ourselves to fuel our own passion, to help advise our clients, but at the same time give back to the industry as well.
yeah,
Because there are people out there that are just uneducated. They don't know. So the more they hear people talk about it, the more they'll realize, oh, actually, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or maybe I shouldn't be listening to the guy in the gym trying to sell it to me, or
yeah.
doesn't know what he's talking about. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
almost, I'm not saying we're a point of authority, but we are the more educated side of it. So when they hear us talking about it and more of us talking about it, I think it then becomes more normal because years ago, female PEDs wasn't even spoke about. It was just so taboo, people wouldn't even mention
Yeah.
it. So now it is
No.
about, I think it's definitely helping.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think females in Sweden are very. The guys are talking about it in the way that they can do,
Mhm.
uh, but the females are very like. It's still a bit hush hush. They don't really like to talk about it. So I think we have to talk about it in the way we can do,
Mhm.
um,
It's
because
difficult for you guys as well due to your
yeah,
like legislations and laws.
yeah,
Like in the UK, they don't give a shit. Like there is no laws on it. You know, yeah, you can take it, you can use it, you can have it. Obviously, you can't sell it, but obviously for you guys, it's very different. So there
yeah,
probably is an element of fear to it as well, and probably there's probably more of a stereotype over there for you guys as well. You know, because it's seen as such a negative. There probably is that fear internally of is that person going to get judged? Are they going to get seen as a criminal? Are they going to get seen as just someone different because they're using something to assist with their training?
yeah, definitely,
Mm.
yeah,
It's a shame though, because yes, of course, they have their negative side effects, but when it's done safely, it's used in a way that just helps us perform in a manner to do what the thing is that we love. So it shouldn't have that stereotype. As long as it's being done safely and it's not being abused, it's not done in a way that's going to be causing any negative to anyone else.
yeah.
It's law that I've never really understood, to be honest.
No, in Sweden it's like um, I'm going to explain it. If you are smoking weed, it's more socially acceptable than doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So especially the older women and males are like, if you do steroids, you're a junkie, but if you smoke weed, you're not.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
Yeah. So it's weird. Yeah, but I want to talk about your goals further, as your goals for your bodybuilding ahead. Uh, what plan do you have for your competition moving forward?
So we've got no competitions planned as of yet. The goal at the moment is just get fucking massive.
Yeah,
So
sounds good.
I think I was just on the cusp of the the heavyweight weight cap. So we're going to push for super heavy, um, which I do need a lot more size and I do need a lot more specificity within certain areas. So I know I
Yeah,
need chest. I know I need to bring up my legs. Um, back's pretty good. My main focus is just empathize, sort of exaggerating the X frame that I've got, keeping the waist nice and small, a
yeah,
bit on my legs, driving as much as I can into that.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, it's just getting back to the lifting heavy weights and eating big meals. Really, it's a
yeah,
simple.
yeah. So you don't have like any time frame for when the next competition is or anything like that?
We've not really discussed it, and I'm not overly bothered about time frames. I'm
No.
comfortable in any phase that I'm in. I love the process of off season. I love the process of a prep. I think I'd like to aim for next year again, but probably the end of 2026,
Yeah.
which I think the boys would probably agree, but it's always going to be based off of the look and the progress. If we've made enough progress, cool, let's do a prep. If we feel that we can make more and the body can take more, then I'll keep pushing for more. Like I'm
Yeah.
never one to rush any sort of phase that I'm in. I kind of just enjoy and thrive any part of it. I don't ever wish time away in any of it. I love the off season.
Yeah.
Uh, I probably prefer a prep because it's just something that I find a slightly more enjoyable process. Not that I don't enjoy the off season, but if I was to pick between the two, it's probably the prep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
Is it because you have to eat a lot of food during the off season?
it's something that makes no sense, even Will and Johan, like they don't understand it.
No.
But calories at the moment are about 6,000.
Yeah.
And that's easy. Like I'm hungry. I'll
Okay.
eat 2 hours later, I'll be hungry again. So
Yeah.
I know food's going to get high this off season. It does get to a point where it's just it's more of an annoyance. I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
fuck no, another meal. Here we go.
Yeah.
And if I've got like a client show or something, I've basically got to take a suitcase of food with me because I'm on so much food.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's the contract I signed, so
Yeah.
I've got to do it.
Yeah. I think that's because you can eat more during your contest prep, right?
Mhm.
Like you don't come down to that small amount of food that which some guys do.
Yeah.
But in the off season, it's often required a lot of food to grow as well. In some phases, not like in the beginning, but uh, the longer the off season goes.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like I've done preps on low calories.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated with the processes of every part of bodybuilding. And I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, Lyle McDonald brought out the what was it called? The protein sparing diet, which was like literally what did he call it? I can't remember what model it was called. Um,
Did you eat just like fats and protein, or
just protein. It was literally
just protein?
protein and veg. Yeah, I did
Oh
16.
fuck!
I did that for 5 weeks. And in 5 weeks, protein sparing diet, that was it.
Yeah.
Um, and I did that for 5 weeks with 2 high days every 9 days, and I lost 15 kilos in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So weight just falls off me. Like the boys have never seen it. Like there was the only guy they compare me to is Andreas because he has the
Yeah.
well. Um, which it works in our favor because when we want to get lean, it's easy. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to struggle to do it.
Yeah.
But grow, it's a lot of food.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job, that one.
Yeah. Shoving food all day.
Actually, that is it.
Yeah. Okay. Brad, the next part of this podcast, I'm going to try to teach you 5 Swedish words.
I do know two. I know
uh,
the essential, which is surdeg, because I love sourdough. It's one of my
yeah.
favorites.
Yeah.
And the other one, which the boys taught me, is it horhus? Horhus?
Say it again.
Horhus.
Åhus.
It's like a brothel, like a prostitute whorehouse.
Okay, never heard of it.
I think it's Horus. Horus. I could be pronouncing.
No, sorry. Now I hear you. Åhus. Yeah.
Put your hand will fucking listen to this and piss themselves and go, yeah, he's saying it wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Training, basically. Like, they wanted me training like I was in a horse, basically, like balls to the wall, guns. But yeah, I
Yeah,
words already, but I'm not.
yeah. Oh god, that was funny. I didn't hear first because first it sounded like you said it's a part of the part of Sweden where I live. It's close to there. It's called Åhus.
Yeah.
So it's it sounded like you said that at first. I'm from the part in Sweden where it's like the other Swedes are making fun of our what you call dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're close to Denmark,
Hmm.
so we have a bit of other tune to our
So
language.
accent and tone.
Yeah. So the first word I'm going to teach you is actually in my uh, from the part where I am from. So det är skånska heter det. So the word is potäder.
What's terrible?
That's actually really good. Yeah. Can you guess what this meaning?
Is it a food?
Yeah.
I want to say a potato.
Yeah, good. That's right. So the real Swedish word is potatis,
Hmm.
but in Skåne we say potäder.
Okay. How
Yeah.
come it's different in different parts of Sweden? Is that just the dialogue slightly different, or
Yeah.
okay?
So I don't know how many years ago, like, but the part of Sweden where I live was a part of Denmark.
Okay.
So we have a bit different tune in our language. So sometimes when I go to Stockholm or the other parts, yeah, they can have a hard time to understand uh, some of my words.
Yeah.
And the other word is also from Skåne, and it's actually two words. Håll flabben.
Håll flabben.
Yeah, you're good at this. And what do you think it's meaning?
Hmm. That one's gonna be a bit stumped.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna take a wild stab in the dark, and I'm gonna say something like "Good morning" or "Goodbye."
No, but actually, håll flabben is shut up.
I like that.
But the first word was good. You nailed that one.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is also two words, and I'm thinking you're gonna guess this right. So, tacofredag.
Can you say it again?
Tacofredag.
Taco Freda.
Yeah.
Hmm. When would you use it in context? Would it be in aggression? Would it be happiness?
It's like a family thing where it's every when it's close to the weekend, the Swedes always eat a certain thing, and we have named that day or that thing Taco Fredag.
So I say it's Taco Friday or something like
Yeah, yeah, Taco Friday. Yeah,
it was that you said taco, and I was like, that's food related. But the other word is what stumped me. That's why I said, when would it be used in context? So,
yeah.
okay.
When you hear Swedish words,
Mm.
because I talked to this with a friend who's from he's from Norway, and their language is it's quite similar to Swedish, but
Mm.
yeah, it sounds a bit different, and they have a lot of different words than we have. But when we hear the Norwegians talk, it's like they sound very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that Swedish sounds like we're weeping, like we're crying when we talk.
I wouldn't say weeping. I think some words sound quite aggressive and stern. Uh,
Yeah,
it's not quite as like harsh and forceful as like say Russian, but it's definitely got like a bit of a stern twang to it. But I
yeah.
wouldn't say it's whiny. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, he said that. It sounds like you're whining, weeping, like you're unhappy.
I think Sweden's one of the happiest places I've been to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's I'm not used to hear that because the most of the people that I talked about Sweden with who's from another country, they say that we're like miserable and so
I've had a positive experience in Sweden. I don't think I've
no.
ever walked around Sweden and thought, what a miserable fuck. Like everyone's just really happy and just quite
Yeah,
friendly.
yeah, but that's good to hear. It's good to hear. Uh, and this one is quite similar to the other one here.
Mhm.
It's also something we named because of something food related. So it's lördagsgodis.
Wilverdog Skudis.
Yeah.
Skudis.
Godis.
Oh, Gudis.
Yeah.
Okay, say again.
Lördagsgodis.
Wilverdog Skudis. Is it like, is it two separate foods put together? Or,
No, it's like one food. So the first part is a day,
yeah,
lördag, and the other word is the food.
okay. So your dog, I'm gonna say is Monday. And Skudis, I'm gonna say maybe steak.
Okay, so Monday steak, you think it's Monday
Yeah.
steak? Yeah. Okay, the right answer is Saturday candy.
Oh, you guys love your candy, don't you?
Yeah. You know, in Sweden, it's like I have two kids,
Yep.
and I'm raised that you only eat candy on Saturday.
Mhm.
So the first thing I did when I moved to own place was buying candy, and I ate it every day for like 2 weeks.
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we don't really
The
have anything like that in the UK. Like candy's not really a big thing here. But I know when we went out to Sweden, like Johan's mentioned, like the candy's like a big thing for you guys, and
yeah,
it's more of like a family sort of event thing.
yeah.
We don't really have anything like that here. Like when I was a kid, it was drugs and alcohol in my family, so I came from
uh,
a different upbringing.
actually, you you got we have a part here later when it's a Q&A, and I think the person who asked these questions have seen a podcast when you talk a little bit of your childhood.
Yeah,
So I'm going to take the last word and we move to the Q&A.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. The last word. I don't think you have this word to translate over to it, so I'm going to have to explain a bit of it so you can guess. The word is lagom.
Logum.
Lagom, yeah.
Logum.
Uh, and if I don't think you have the translation, so I think I have to explain it. It's when it's not too much, not too little, but it's
Just right.
just right. You say, okay,
I would
yeah,
say I'd say the closest word for that in the UK is like adequate or am.
Adequate. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so we have in Sweden we have like the word is oftenly used when we don't. All the Swedes are kind of want to be lagom.
Mhm.
You don't want to be a person that are too what do you say? Take too much space and like
Okay, yeah, in your face.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Sweden used to be a place where you don't you don't get to braggle like I'm good at something.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I think the word came from that place where like it's lagom. It's just the right
Lorgum. So
lagom. Yeah.
yeah, for me, it's probably different in the UK. I think some people naturally want to be a bit more reserved, but then there's more people that want to be in your face out there, like they want to be that braggy person, I think.
Yeah.
There seems to be more of that in the UK. I don't think we're really a culture that want to be sort of in the middle, kind of adequate.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Either you want to achieve and be something, and or you're like more of a drawn back person.
Yeah, I think if I put myself in that category, I'm a very reserved person in terms of what I put out. Like I'm not arrogant or in your face or show offy, but in my personality, I always want to strive to be the best. Like I
Yeah.
don't like complacency. I don't like sitting still. I don't like not striving for something. I always have to be pushing for something bigger and better.
Yeah.
Uh, but I'd never be one to like throw that in someone's face or show it off. I always keep quite a lot of my stuff more personal than anything else.
Yeah. I'm I would say I'm also that kind of person. Uh, when I started to work with Zach, I have worked with him now for a little bit more than a year, like 1 year and 2 months. I was a person before I started work with him that I was always like saying sorry before I asked a question.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry to bother you, but. And I worked a lot, not only with the bodybuilding stuff, like he helped me become a person that's doing this kind of stuff that are brave enough to talk another language with a person I didn't talk to before, and like he actually helped me in so many ways that I don't know. He changed my whole life in like 1 year.
I think that's the part of coaching that a lot of people don't see and also maybe don't expect is
Yeah,
that coach will not only transform your physique, but they'll also transform your beliefs and your personality. You'll
yeah,
start believing yourself. You become more confident. You become more outgoing. You'll become, like you say, you'll say yes to things more. You'll be more self assured because you can see within your actions that the more you do, the more you'll progress. And
yeah,
Terry was exactly the same when we first met. She was always someone that would apologize for everything, even if she wasn't in the wrong. And I had to teach her, I said, no, like, if you're not in the wrong, stand your fucking ground. Like,
yeah,
don't do that. Don't, even when it was me, like, she'd apologize to me. And I'm like, no, like,
yeah,
tell me I'm being a dick. Like, I need to hear it. Like, don't tell me what you think I need to hear. And I
yeah,
think that's something that plays a big part within competing as well, because as we know, there's the bodybuilding side where we do the training, we do the food, we do that. But when you're on stage, you want to have that self belief, that self confidence, that almost persona of yeah, fucking look at me, like
yeah,
look at me. I'm the one that you want to pay attention to.
yeah,
So I think that self belief plays so much importance in what we do as well.
yeah, yeah. And you can see in a person that's on stage if that person has that self belief or not.
Yeah,
like their whole scene presence when they go up, or that like opening up, or is they how do you say it in hiding away?
Closed off and hidden away. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
shy to present themselves. They're
yeah,
unsure. So yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
So I definitely recognize the thing you said. Like
Mhm.
I used to be a person that, like I said, that was ashamed to ask things, and like, but bodybuilding really helped me in so many ways, and my coach, for starters, to believe that I am capable of doing things that I didn't think I was going to do. So I think that's a good lesson for a lot of people to hear.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, Brad, we have some questions for you.
Ask away, my man.
Yeah.
Open book.
The first question is from a dear friend of mine, and he asked, "What does bodybuilding mean to you? Like, what's how big is the importance of bodybuilding for Brad?"
Bodybuilding is it's the blood in my veins. It is literally everything.
Yeah,
It it took me from a very very different life. It created opportunities. It created a business. It created a completely different person. If most of the people I know now met me 20 years ago, they would cross the road. They wouldn't want to know me. I wouldn't want to know me. I was a very different person. Bodybuilding changed absolutely everything I was, thought, felt, believed. It opened doors that I never even thought could have been possible. As a kid, I dreamt of a different life and I didn't know what that life would be. And bodybuilding opened that up for me, whether it
yeah,
taught me life lessons, whether it taught me dedication, whether it taught me discipline, whether it changed my physique or changed my mindset or changed my beliefs. It gave me confidence to push for different things. It,
yeah.
without bodybuilding, I literally wouldn't be here today. That's for a fact. So,
Yeah.
and
I have a follow-up question. How old are you, Brad?
I'm going to be 35 next week.
35. Yeah.
So
Congrats in forehand.
thank you. I
Yeah.
started training in bodybuilding when I was 24.
Yeah.
So I was I was 8.5 stone when I stepped foot in the gym for the first time.
Yeah.
So
So
six,
it's been quite a journey.
yeah,
Yeah.
different life. So
That's good to hear.
it's something I will always do. Even when I finish competing, I will still bodybuild to some degree
Yeah.
because I love the daily processes. I love the daily tasks. I love everything about it.
Yeah. I think when you come from a place like I understand you have had a quite troubling childhood,
Mhm.
because I'm also from a childhood, not in that way that you have, like with, I understand it, what's your parents that had, or
Yeah,
it was your parents that had trouble.
I lost by the age of 25. I pretty much lost my whole family. So
Yeah, fuck. Yeah,
even there was kind of trauma even younger as a child, but like dealing with the loss of my parents, my dad not so much. I didn't. It sounds horrible. I didn't really care, but I didn't know him very well. I just remember kind of the negatives from him
yeah,
being. Um, but my mum, when I was 25, and then my sister the year after, I think they're the ones that kind of hit the hardest. And I was like, right, if I don't change my life, this is going to happen to me, and probably a lot sooner than what I realized, or I'm going to end up in prison. So I need to
yeah,
change.
yeah,
And it's the turning point for me. I was like, right, I found something I love, which is training. It gives me direction of focus. It helps me channel away from the negative things that I want.
yeah,
And I just put my all into it.
yeah.
So
I think when you come from that kind of background, it's like it helps you to do, either you do it or you don't. Like it helps you like really have the focus in bodybuilding. to like really, I'm going to do this now, and I'm going to put all my effort into it.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. What choice had the greatest impact on your life? I think you already kind of answered that, but is there anything else?
Um, it would probably be that.
Yeah,
But then also meeting Kerry, because before meeting Kerry, I was a very closed off person. Although I had changed for the positive in terms of um, away from all my negative past, away from all like my troubles, I was still a very kind of like shut off person that was still probably dealing with a lot of my own internal issues.
yeah,
Kerry helped kind of open me up to that. So she not only helped me become more of a human because I was a much nicer person to be around, but I was still very difficult to be around because I didn't really understand people very well. You
yeah,
know, I was always very like black and white. I was like, if someone said something I didn't like or didn't agree with, I'd be like, yeah, fuck off, I don't want to know you. Like
yeah,
I was very cold, very harsh, very emotionless. I think Kerry taught me how to actually use my emotions because it's something I never learned as a kid. I was always
yeah,
kind of like, oh yeah, I don't really know what emotion is. I don't get upset to stuff. I don't really feel anything. So Kerry kind of opened me up to that emotion, which just made me a much better person as well.
yeah. I think, like I said before, in some ways, you and I come from quite similar background.
Mm,
You're a little bit different with the drug related things, but I grew up with a narcissistic father,
mm,
and he wasn't nice to any of the kids when I look back in different ways. But to me, he was always like, I was good at sports, at handball, and he was like living out his own failures in his sport when he grew up through me. So I got punished a lot when I didn't do the things he wanted to,
yeah.
in different ways. And that's actually, I think now when I'm grown up, I have uh, I'm better at it now. But like I said before, I have been a person that always like are apologizing, and I think it comes from my childhood. It's like I always apologize before because I think I had done something wrong, but I haven't. And it also helped me grow as a person and in bodybuilding because of my childhood. Because I have so much in my suitcase
Yeah.
from that time.
That's exactly. I think a lot of our behaviors and actions stem from childhood. And as soon as you mentioned that when you started with Zach, you used to apologize for everything, I
Yeah,
instantly thought, I was like, I bet that stems from his childhood.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, I don't know if he's listening to this, but I'm going to say this anyway. um, like you say, if a person in grown-up state has like a personality, what do you say in English? Like it differs from what's
Right.
yeah, exactly. It comes from the childhood, like 99 times of it.
Yeah.
So and when I was a kid and he was like disappointed with me, it it was the hand, like here we got a so I remember when I started out, uh, when I met my wife, and the first time she touched my face, I like pushed it away.
Yeah.
So all these things comes from when I was a kid, and it thinks I have to work around and like try to work
You,
work away.
yeah, disassociate that, and it's
Yeah,
something that troubled me for a while. And this is why I never got close to people, because I was the same. Like, there were people in my past that the answer was violence. It was always violence. That's how they dealt with things. So my learned behavior was, oh, if I've got a problem, I deal with it in violence. That's what we do.
yeah,
It was the same thing, and you know that kind of followed me around for a long time. And I thought, I can't be this angry, aggressive, violent person anymore. I need to find something that takes that violence away from me. And then that's where I found training. And
yeah,
I, okay, this gets rid of that. I can put that into a session. I can put that focus into this. And people used to look at me in the gym, go, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
yeah,
I was what I was finding now fun, because I was using something that was such a negative to get out of me, and it helped calm me down. Like, now, to the point, okay, the anger might be there, but I can control it so much better, because I don't have that almost overwhelming sense of aggression all the time. It's just
yeah,
I can control it a lot better now.
yeah. You
Uh,
have found something to channel it to another
exactly
part.
that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I love that. Uh, this one is actually really funny. I think. Uh, what's what's the top of your bucket list, and how will you make it happen?
Top of my bucket list. Um, my bucket list has always been very sort of like business orientated, goal orientated, but that's kind of changed and developed over time.
Yeah,
The biggest thing on my bucket list right now, and probably has been for some time, is opening up my own gym.
yeah,
Um, I've always wanted, like, I love coaching. I love being able to provide that guidance, that education. But for me to open up a gym provides an environment. It provides a security. It provides that place where people can go to, that they can escape the shit they've got outside. They can escape work. They can escape troubles from family. They can come to a community that just makes them feel at home. And that's something that I've always wanted to provide. Like, one of the biggest things for me since changing my life was, I want to leave something behind when I'm done, to say that's something that I've created that I can just give back. Like, that's for you. Like, that's for everyone to enjoy.
yeah,
How I'm going to do that is just work relentlessly until it's there.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
um, but like, fun bucket lists, like, I've always wanted to do a skydive. I was just sadly always too heavy, so I couldn't make the weight. I've done a
what's
bunch
what
of.
what's the weight limit for they have like a weight limit for skydiving?
Yeah, it's 100 kilos.
Okay,
Every time
okay,
by a few years ago. And I was just under 100 kilos, and I couldn't do it. I was still too heavy. So, yeah,
yeah,
I was gutted about that. So I think if I'm ever going to do it, it will have to be like the last couple of weeks of a prep.
yeah,
I'm really like dug down, and I probably wouldn't want to do a skydive then. But yeah,
yeah,
fun stuff. Like, I've done a skydive. Um, I would like to travel and see the world a little bit more. But like,
yeah,
the biggest one, and the one that always drives me, is open up a gym.
yeah. But I really love that you said, like, that is not only because you want to open a gym. It's like you want people to have a secure place, and like building up a community. Like, not only, it's not only like I want to open a gym. It's like it's more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the behind it, that's the thing that's important to me.
yeah,
Knowing that people have got that place to go to, that it's a part of their day that they probably cannot wait for. Because I know for me, I love every part of my day, but the time that I love the most is the gym. I love
yeah,
training,
yeah,
to provide a place where people can go to with, hand selected equipment, all set out in a way that is perfect for your training, the right environment, the right lighting, the right atmosphere, the right people, every aspect of it. Like, there's so many minor details that I'd want to put into it, that I know as soon as people walk through the door, they're like, this is exactly what I've been looking for.
yeah. I think it's lovely to have that kind of dream where you go for a long time and you like build up a picture in your head. This is what I want when it's there,
Yeah.
because I think the end result will be so much better than if you just open a gym and like, oh, here's my gym.
I think you
It's a whole
visualize it long, like you've
yeah,
perfected.
visualize, yeah,
It's been in your mind for so long. You already know what it's going to look like and what it's going to be. So it's just about making it happen.
yeah,
So
yeah,
day by day, month by month, we just
yeah,
keep with it. That's the goal.
yeah. Okay, the last question here uh, is, what's your end game with bodybuilding, like the competing part? If you have a like dream scenario,
Um,
what would you like to happen?
to me, bodybuilding was just something that bodybuilding was just something that I loved, and I loved the process. I love the daily tasks. I love just doing the whole process itself. Like someone said to me, "Would I still compete, or would I still do this if the stage wasn't there?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't do this for the stage."
Yeah,
I think it wasn't until people started telling me that I was good at the process that I thought, oh, maybe I will compete. Maybe I'll step on stage and just see what happens. I never thought that like my standard was very good. I always thought of myself as a bit of a pretty shit bodybuilder, to be fair. I was just very good at doing the actual daily tasks.
yeah,
So I've never really had the belief that I could turn pro, but I've always said that I will hold myself to the standards of a pro because that's just the way I am. Like from the day I stepped foot in the gym, I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this to the very best that I possibly can, and I won't do it any other way. So I know that the standard that I hold myself to is that of a pro. If I ever make it, cool.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
brilliant. If I don't,
yeah,
would I be disappointed? No,
yeah,
because I love doing what I do. So
yeah. Yeah, actually, I talked with the last guest that I had on the podcast just
mhm,
about that thing. And I started this journey like I'm 33 years old now.
yeah,
So the end goal for me in Sweden, it's like all the athletes are like, I want to turn pro. That's the first thing they say when you ask them,
yeah,
what's your goal? But for me, it's like, I want to do this because I love this. I love the process. I love all the things that comes into bodybuilding.
mhm,
Getting to know so much new people. I love the training, and if that leads to something good, but that's not the end game for me. It's like I love doing this, and it's helped me become a better person.
yeah.
So when I get the question, "What's your goal?" It's like I don't know. I just want to be as good as I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just do it because you love it, and
yeah,
that's it's something that I remind a lot of my clients of as well. Is that okay? We may have this end goal or end aspiration, but don't get too fixated on that because sometimes what you actually gain through the process is worth so much more.
yeah,
If someone said to me, right, you got a choice, everything you have now or a pro card, what would you pick?
yeah,
And it would be a no-brainer. I'd pick everything I have now and still be
yeah,
okay because although the pro card is seen as that ultimate pinnacle achievement, what I've got now is far beyond ever what I thought would be possible. So
yeah,
I would take that. And
yeah,
even with the struggles that I faced or the hardships that I faced, I wouldn't change it because it put me in the position that I'm in now. And if someone told me 10, 20 years ago, this is where you're going to be, I would have laughed. I would have said, not a chance. Like
yeah.
that's impossible. That doesn't exist in my world.
Oh,
So yeah, chasing that pro card, who knows what's going to happen in the next 10 years? Like for me, it's just loving the process and doing what I do every day and just enjoying it.
yeah. I love that. I love to hear that because like I say, when I ask people, it's like it's always the pro card, of course. Like it's good that people want to be a pro. I don't what do you say? I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people, it's like uh, obsessed with just that thing.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy hearing that, because it makes me feel good that, because my goal is not a pro card. It's really not. I just want to be as good as I can be, and if that leads to something, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's one of those things. It's like the question I've always asked myself is, as cool as it would be to be a pro card holder, what would it actually change for my life now? Other than a cool picture on the wall behind me, like of the card, which would be sick. I'm not taking that away. It would be an amazing achievement, but
Yeah,
I've I work with absolutely incredible athletes. I've got a roof over my head. I've got food on my plate. You know, I'm doing things that I never thought was possible. For me, when I first started training, I was like, oh, maybe I'll be a cleaner in a gym because then that will allow me to work in a gym and I'll be happy with that.
yeah,
So to have what I have now is far beyond anything I thought would have been even possible. So does a pro card open much doors for me? I don't know, but I'm just going to enjoy what I do now. And if that time comes, that time comes. But
yeah,
what I've got now is far beyond what I ever thought would be possible. So
yeah,
I can say right now I'm living the bodybuilding dream. So
yeah,
what really changes that?
yeah. No, exactly. The pro card may lead to something, but you already have that life that you want. So yeah, I love
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Brad. I really enjoyed having you on the podcast.
Thank you, my man. It's been an absolute pleasure. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Fun.
And I like your personality a lot.
Thank you.
I would like to say that. So
It's a funny one. Like when you see me in the gym and I've got my headphones in, I think most people probably think I'm a bit of a prick. But when
yeah,
like spoke,
but it's you like you have I will find the right word here. You have like a hard shelf.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Uh,
It's
but
that's just
I think you're like you're proving that so wrong, because lots of bodybuilders, they look hard on the outside, but they're like big teddy bears. Yeah.
it's it's something that I've found quite a lot, and I think I said earlier in the podcast that if you saw me when I was younger, you'd probably want to cross the road.
Yeah.
It was all an exterior. I was trying to hide from something, so I had that same stern face, like, you don't want to cross me. Like, I was a bit of an asshole, but inside I was probably still the same person. I was just dealing with things I didn't know how to deal with.
Yeah.
So I think bodybuilding is a lot of that. I think a lot of us start bodybuilding or training to escape from something or to find a almost like a self-expression. And it's not until we then drop that baggage that we've carried from childhood or previous trauma that we can then truly become like ourselves again, which is for the vast majority of us just normal, friendly, happy people. We want to see people do well. We want to see people progress.
Yeah.
And training for people will joke and say training is therapy, but I think for a lot of people, training is therapy.
Yeah.
It helps get rid of that trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If for me, it's like I say, it's helped me in a lot of ways to be a better person and to channel my anger. Yeah,
It was the same for me.
definitely.
Before
Yeah,
I started training, it was drugs and alcohol because I thought, oh, this works. It was something I learned from my past. It was something I learned from my family. I was like, oh, if we've got problems, then we either deal with violence or we take drugs and alcohol.
yeah,
And this is making me a worse person. So what I now need to find something else. And I always had that fascination with bodybuilding and training. And it wasn't until I stepped in the gym and I was like, I found it. This is it. This is the thing that I now need to focus on.
yeah,
So I think that can form for a lot of people.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, Brad, I would like to thank you again,
Thank you, my
and
man.
I would love to have you a later time as well.
Any time you want to jump on podcast, mate, you let me know. I'm always
Yeah,
available.
yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Pleasure. Have a good day. A good day.
Thank you, my man. Take care,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. Bye bye.